Hit that subscribe button, y'all. Hit that like, hit that bell so you guys can stay in tune. We're gonna have a nice little convo. Man. Let me turn this on down. What's good? What's good, man? Thanks for tuning in to Church Radio Podcast Show. I got a really good show for you today. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna have a heart-to-heart conversation. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Um, oh, let me give you. Okay, yes. And today's show is sponsored by the clothing line Rare. Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all check it out. And make sure y'all can see. Make sure y'all can see that real good. Y'all see that? All right. Okay. And if you want that shirt, you can always get in contact with, go on Instagram and type in Rare by Ricky Andrea. I'm going to spell it out for you guys. It's RaRiKKIANDREA. It's all one word. So yeah, man, y'all get in tune with Rare Clothing. Always, all about supporting black businesses and all that good stuff. Hey man, I got a real good show for you guys today. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that bell button, which is to the right, at the top of the screen. Hit that so you guys can always stay in tune with, what I'm saying, like up to date videos. I do a lot of, what I'm saying, little vlog shows on Loki, my cane Corso, you know what I'm saying? I post some of the, stuff that he does also. He's a year old, He actually has his own Instagram page. I'm gonna go to it right now for you guys. It's here it is. It's official underscore Boston, which is BOSSN underscore up UP. So it's official underscore Boston I ain't screwed that up. Official underscore Boston underscore up. And again, that Boston is BOSSN underscore up UP. Y'all can get in tune with, what Loki got going on my cane Corso. We did a journey on him since the day I got him. So, he's a year old, so he got, a year old videos and stuff like that. And we don't continuously keep posting, his updates and how he's developing mentally, he's big, but hey man, he's still a puppy. So he he like the size of an adult with the mentality of a not so much, well, he's still a puppy, but more so on the teenage side. So, he be having his little moments, and unfortunately, due to his breed, it takes a dominant person to deal with him. And when I say dominant, I'm not talking about dominating over him by beating him and yelling and cussing him out. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just, it's got to be somebody, that's firm with him. That, when I say something, I mean it the first time, not the second time, not the third time, but the first time. So, you guys can get in tune with, his little shows and stuff like that. I got stuff on what I feed him. I have stuff on, him just out playing, having a good time, because I will be breeding him later down the road. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have my own female, but I will, sire him out. you know, but you're gonna have to have them papers. You gonna have to have them full-blooded papers. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm gonna get in on this show real quick. We're gonna get in on today's discussion. It's so, honestly, it's so much that I really want to talk about from this medical procedure. You got to use key words because as soon as you use certain words, they want to flag your video or your post or something like that. If it's not in accordance to their fact checkers, you know what I'm saying, they'll flag you. So, I want to talk about that. I'm going to talk about relationships, you know what I'm saying? Um, from the real world aspect, straight up. A lot of times people sit back and they like hearing relationship um, advice from those with PhDs, but just because you got a paper PhD don't mean that you really have that street knowledge, that sense of you know of actually being a part of both, you know what I'm saying, of dealing with different situations. So I'm gonna get on that too. Not today, but I'm sitting up here debating on if I want to actually have a guest talk to me. Not talk to me, but as a guest, talk to everybody that's out there. Or do I just want to do this by myself? I don't know. It depends. But today's subject, it was just on my mind today, and I just wanted to share it with you guys, man. It's like I'm gonna be honest with you, man. For the last few generations, man, the morality is just going downhill, man. And there's no one really standing up to say anything. It's like everybody's like scared to say what's really on their mind, what they really want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if you don't say something, you get ridiculed for being scary, a coward, not standing up. But then if you do, it's like you get shamed, hey, for putting out what your opinion is. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it's like a gray area, man. It's like a gray area, but hey, somebody got to talk about it. A lot of times we talk about the problem without the solution. But if you ask me, I think talking about the solution is just as bad as talking about the problem because if ain't nobody working towards neither one of them in understanding the problem and working towards trying to fix the problem, it's all in vain. It's all in vain. A lot of times we get on these little podcasts or we'll shoot a live on Facebook and, to make it sound good. It's easy to make stuff sound good. But the thing is, are you actually working towards the situation? You feel what I'm saying? And but today I wanted to talk about what's up with the morality, man. Nowadays, I'm sorry, something is really irritating my eyes. But what's up with the morality nowadays, man? It's like they're redefining what is good morality and what is bad morality. And I noticed that it's the kids that they're targeting. They can care less about the older generation because a lot of us is just quiet and ain't saying nothing anyway. We're allowing television to pretty much educate and raise and teach our kids. And when I say television, I'm talking about social media too, because my generation was mostly like the TV. If there was propaganda that they wanted to pump out, hey, it's all about the TV and pumping it out to you. See, now this generation, which would be like my kids' generation, which would be probably anywhere in their teens to, and they're getting to their late 20s. It's like they have television to program them along with social media, which is social engineering, period, mentally, you know. And it kills me because when you even bring that up, people are quick to, oh man, it's not what you're watching on TV. It's not your music that's persuading people to do stuff. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Music is very, very, very powerful. Music can change your mood in a heartbeat. I'm yet waiting to see somebody go shoot the block up listening to Silk, Let Me Lose Control. I'm just being honest. I'm just using that as an example, a sarcastic example. But you get my drift. Everything on social media and television is persuading your thought pattern. It's creating your thoughts and how you view life. You feel what I'm saying? Like I was watching on my Instagram, I was watching a snippet, like probably I think like a 1 minute snippet or something like that, and it was showing how these little kids are doing these challenges that are totally inappropriate. I mean, inappropriate as far as the music that's being played in the background to the actual movements of the members of their body. You know what I'm saying? And and it's just like wow. I remember when I was a kid, I couldn't even watch Soul Train. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I ain't understand why I couldn't watch Soul Train. But you see, my great grandparents, they knew why. Because they knew, first off, their kids are very, very impressionable. They knew, no, 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 you don't need to watch grown folks shake their ass. You need to watch, what I'm saying, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. You need to watch something, your Transformers or your Thundercats. That's what you need to be watching. You don't need to be watching this. This is grown folk stuff. And you see, I really didn't understand that. But now, as I've gotten older and had, like kids of my own and stepchildren, it's like, wow, the stuff that when I was a teenager that I was cool with, I ain't cool with that with them. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, wow. But you see that comes from maturity. And it's very unfortunate that a lot of people even my age, and I'm in my 40s, I'm 42, I'll be 43 next week. And it's like you still a teenager, man. You still stuck in high school mode, and some people just never come out of it, man. Some people just don't mature, man. You know, I was looking at these Instagram snippets, and I mean the stuff that I see on Instagram, period. I just be like, wow, why is this even on? It's so easily obtainable now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like pornography, just like strong, lustful stuff, man, is just at your fingertips. And the sad part is, it's so easily obtainable for kids to get their hands on it because all you gotta do is just type it in. They're part of the social media thing. Now I remember when Instagram first came out, it was for kids. And then when the adults get on it, the adults perverted. My generation perverted it by posting all kinds of inappropriate stuff, and and that it's just gotten out of control. Even when I'm on Twitter, man. people can actually post pornography. No blur, no no censorship, but you can sit up here and post real live pornography. I sat, just like the people that you do have saved as a friend on Twitter, same as Instagram. You pretty much get to see what they liked and who they follow. And I seen a porn star, you know, giving fellatio. Did I just say fellatio? I mean, giving good sloppy head. Yeah, good sloppy head. And I'm just like, for an adult, I'm like, okay, but somebody's kid can see this, man. Somebody's child can see this. And it's like the grown-ups just don't give a damn. There's no type of accountability on social media for no one wants to take responsibility. Nobody. I don't get it. I was watching a female artist get upset because somebody criticized her song. Sorry about that. They criticized her song, and she's, the kids can see that. Well, it's the parents' fault. Like, damn, really? I thought it took a village to raise kids, man, to raise a child. When you have grown-ups that got the mentality of teenagers, that's some destructive shit, man. I'm just gonna keep it 100. But then they asked her, well, do your child listen to your music? Oh, no, no. Oh, but it's okay for you to protect your child, but the hell with everybody else's kids, though. I just don't get it, man. There's no accountability whatsoever. And, and I'm watching these challenges on Instagram. They are playing a certain female's music. And all these little kids, man, is like 6 and 7 and 5 doing the challenges. And the sad part is, it's the parents, not even if it's just a relative, a grown ass relative recording it and instigating it. I mean, seriously? Just to go, just hoping that it goes viral? I mean, seriously, man. It's like that song by the Amigos, do anything for clout. People nowadays will die just to be seen, man. And it's so sad because it's like you can't what is it? I'm trying to think of the word. Distinguish. You can't distinguish right and wrong, man. As an adult, you can't distinguish that. You know what? This is a kid. Nah, I ain't gonna have my child go out there and do that. I'm not gonna put my niece or my nephew out there like that, or my little brother or my little sister out there like that. So we don't have that mentality no more, man. I don't know about you. I miss Big Mama, man. I miss my granddaddy. They had morals. Y'all know this is so unscripted. Hey, bro, I'm gonna have to hit you back. I'm live right now. I'm on a podcast. I'm gonna hit you back. But yeah, I'm not getting ready to pause nothing. I'm not getting ready to do none of that. This is y'all get to see everything that goes on real time. So but like I was saying, man, I miss my grandmother, man, my great grandmama. I miss all the big mamas and granddaddies. They gone, man. They gone. They moved on. But you see, but here's the thing though. They equipped us. You know what I'm saying? They equipped us with the knowledge of what was going to come. Because many of us out there been raised in the church. You know what I'm saying? Rather, I'm gonna be honest with you. Rather, you know, rather the foundation. Hey, man, look, the church gave you a moral foundation. It may not have been all the way correct in its teachings. You know, it's the person that was doing the teaching, but it still gave you a moral direction. You know, and our grandparents instilled that in us. But then it was like my parents' generation that rebelled. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't teaching my child like how Madia raised me. But you know what though, man? Spare the rod, spoil the child. I'm just gonna keep it 100. You know, and the way how Big Mama and them raised us, man, they raised us to have dignity and respect for ourselves. Yeah, some of the methods I think was a little overboard. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, it made you a better person. But like I said, there was some type of rebellious epiphany that took place in my parents' generation, where they was like, oh no, I'm not raising my child like how Madea raised me and Big Mama raised me, and you know, cause I know like when I was around my mother, man, Soul Train to be playing, it's cool. I remember one time, man, my mother had Soul Train on TV on WGN Channel 9 Chicago, and they was dancing, man. My great grandmother came in there. If you don't turn my damn TV off, you see that little boy up in there. I don't have that mess playing on in my house. Man, my great grandmother went off. I'll never forget that. And I was like 6, 7, 8 years old. I still remember that to this day, like it happened 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and so my parents' generation comes along. They start being lenient on the discipline. They started allowing Sesame Street to raise us, Ninja Turtle toys to raise us. I'm talking about as the majority. I'm not saying because I know it'll be somebody watching this and like, no, I ain't take the time out. That's cool. That may be you. I'm talking about as a majority. And, you know, my parents, they was young. They was, you know, in they late teens, early 20s. So, you know, they was trying to live their life. They was still trying to live their life. So they're, you know, hey, Big Mama, watch him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just how it was. And then my generation comes along. Now remember, my generation just had a generation that rebelled against the morals of Big Mama and Big Daddy. So my generation comes along. We cutting up. But because Big Mama was around, she instilled in us, you know, a moral foundation, a biblical foundation. And, you know, that's what, when we got into issues, we always knew, man, let me repent, man. I know I ain't living right. I gotta get my life together, man. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? And then we have kids. And now, because so many of us, because my generation was, I would say, was the crackhead kid generation. And now we wasn't raising our kids like how Big Mama and Big Daddy raised, my parents, you know, but they was around, so they instilled into their grandkids, which was my generation. But now, Big Mama and Big Daddy that we thought was gonna always be around, they died. Many of us is in limbo now. What we gonna do? So now we have kids, and the distractions. Oh man, they ramped up the distractions, especially with like social media, because now what Black Planet? I was what in college, so Black Planet then came on the scene, something new to us. Like whoa, what's this? So we get in tune with that. You know, you meeting people on Black Planet or Mayente.com, which was the Hispanic social media site like Black Planet. It was ran by the same company. So now you're meeting people, and I'm telling you, it's a system, man. It's all a setup system. So now you're meeting people, and a lot of times people be on them social media sites to hook up and do a little something, something. So now it's at your fingertips. You put a nice little profile picture up, a nice little line ass description of yourself, knowing you don't do none of the stuff that you say you like to do because you ain't never experienced it. So now it becomes attractive to whoever, male or female. So now y'all hooking up. Now babies is coming here and there, left and right. I don't even like her. I don't even like him. But it's too late because I didn't get her pregnant or she got pregnant. Now remember, we had moved on to somebody else. So now we starting to have all these kids. Now we ain't trying to parent. We had left the mama the responsibility of a seed that we didn't dropped off, being Papa was a rolling stone. So now you have all these different kids out here by different people, because it was mostly like my generation. I mean, we took it to a whole nother level when they made dating that easy online like that. Man, we had a field day, you know. And unfortunately, a lot of babies was born at the beginning, the baby boomer of the social media. So now you got these mamas that's mad at the father because he don't want to have nothing to do with her. But now she's like, well, I'm getting ready to take you to child support. I'm getting ready to hit you up for anything and everything you got. So now comes the age of women turning against the man and teaching their kids that strong hatred towards the man. See, that's what, that's also part of why we have this generation has a culture of the black feminists. They mad, they are upset, they hurt, they don't want to have nothing that you can't no man tell me nothing. This is the age that we're in. This is the age that we're in. So of course they're teaching their daughters the same thing. Fathers can't really see the kids because her way of getting back at you is so you can't even see the child. So now you got kids growing up with no daddy. I'm talking about as a majority. Was it happening back in Big Mama's day? Yes, it was. But I'm talking about as a cultural thing, as the norm. And so now you have a lot of these girls nowadays. that's in their 20s with the attitude of, and this is going to go into that conversation that I'm going to have on relationships. But now it's fuck a nigga. Run that Birkin bag. That's the culture that we're in now. That's why you barely even see any real long lasting relationships, because now we have taught our kids to be self centered. It's all about you. You don't have to deal with nobody, issues, instead of actually trying to work with that person to a certain degree now, only to a certain degree. But we're teaching them don't even try to even work it out. To do you, to do as thou wilt. That's the society that we're living in. We're living in a liberal society pumped off of steroids, off of speed, I should say. Steroids and speed. That's what we're in right now. You know, and it's the norm. You barely even hear about anybody talking about getting married. Don't nobody even want to get married. Why get married? Why do it the right way? The way it was a couple of generations back. We don't want to do that. I don't want the responsibility. That's the age that we're in now. This is definitely the social media age. I sit back, man, I look at relationships now, like the younger generation. I'm very observant. I watch everything. So I'm looking at them out at dinner. This is what they doing. We all know. Throughout the whole, dinner date. So how's it gonna be, so now they're having kids. And now this younger generation that's having kids, because they're already addicted to social media, now they're introducing their child to the social media world of programming. Because now a lot of them are trying to get their kids to go viral by saying dumb stuff, doing dumb stuff, do anything for clout. This is where we're at. I walk through the mall and I just observe people. And it's like people are like walking around like zombies, man. No one questions anything nowadays. No one really does any type of research. They just go along with their regular scheduled programming, TV, news media, whatever the news say, that's the facts. This is the day and age that we living in, man. You try to talk to the younger generation. I'm talking about those that actually do care. They don't want to hear it. Oh man, OG, things has changed. The only thing that's changed is the social programming is just ramped up now. Because only a fool can't see that something's about to happen. But that's a whole nother subject. So I know I sat up here and talked about the problem. See, I got a relative, he'll tell you in a minute. I'm tired of hearing about the problem. I want to hear the solutions. Okay, here goes the solution. Can we change this generation and the next generation? Because we're the grandparent age now. generation. We're the new getting ready to be, some of us are grandparents. So can we change that? Absolutely not. We're too far gone. But I do have good news. You can change what's in your household as on an individual level. It's never too late. It's never too late. You can get back into the moral system, because out of all the systems in the world, that one moral system is the Bible. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not going to be ashamed of it. I'm not going to let nobody make me feel ashamed of it. You want to know what's good morals? It's all in that word. It's all in them scripts. That's how. The word of God, man. The word of the Most High. That's the solution. And you see, the problem is you got too many people that want to do things their own way. But I don't want to have nothing to do with that. I want to do, because a lot of time, because remember, the day and age that we're in a do as thou wilt age. No one wants to be held accountable. So that's how come you have a lot of people that don't want to have nothing to do with the Bible. They come up with every excuse in the book. Oh, it's the white man's book, my brother. Obviously, that person who said that didn't do no type of research, because the 90% of everything that's in the Bible consists of on the continent of Africa, Northeast Africa. See, that's the problem. See, we try to come up with all types of excuses because we think that, hey, if I don't know, I'm not held accountable. But the scripture says that my people perish for the lack of knowledge. So by you sitting back not saying nothing or thinking that I'm going to do me, I don't want to hear it, la, 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 that's going to justify you on that great day when you standing before the Most High giving an account over your life. See, that's what a lot of these pastors don't talk about no more. They don't talk about that. They talk about the goody, the money cometh now. See, that's what they talk about. They ain't talking about when you lived your whole life screwing everybody and just being wicked, and you think that the Most High is behind that. I just want to thank God for blessing me with all this bling. I want to thank the Most High for blessing me with all these hoes that's around me. I want to thank the Most High for my mansion. You really think that the God of Israel is behind that? You're madly deceived, my brother, my sister. And then y'all got the nerve to sit up here and say, man, my crystals did it. And then turn around and man, I need y'all to pray for me. And no, let your crystals deal with your situation. I'm just going to keep it 100. We have went away. We have redefined what's good and what's bad. We live in a day and age that evil is good and good is evil. Woe unto that generation. Y'all better start, man. I'm gonna leave on this note. You want stuff to go back the way that it's supposed to, in the right way it's supposed to go back, as far as moral is concerned. Man, look, you need to fall on your knees and ask the Most High to forgive you, and you need to repent. Because it ain't going to be nothing nice when you standing there on that day of judgment, giving an account for your life, and you can't say nothing. You just got to stand there as the books is being opened. You can think that this is your heaven on earth right now. Like my great grandmama used to say, and I'm going to get ready to end. Life is too short and eternity is too long. And with that, I'm going to get ready to get up off of here. I really enjoyed sitting back, conversating with you guys. Um, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, feel free. It's epitome underscore cigar club. Hold on, let me make sure I said that right. I know I said cigar club. I just wanted to come up with a name that can't nobody really like follow me. Try to look me up. What is it? Hold on. Okay, so all right, here you go, right here. Epitome Cigar Club. So it's epitome, EPITOME underscore cigar, CIGAR underscore club, CLUB. Let me see. I, I'll show it to you. If it'll show up right. You see that? It's blurry. It's blurry. But anyway, epitome underscore cigar underscore club. You can follow me on Instagram and all that good stuff. Again, this was sponsored by Rare Clothing. And you can get at Rare by Ricky, RIKKI, Andrea. Put your shirts in, put your order in, and all that good stuff. Again, how you can find her on Instagram is RARABYRIKKIANDREA, and that's all one word. Put your orders in, support black businesses, all that good stuff. I'm gonna get ready to get on up out of here. I enjoyed talking to you guys. You guys had tuned in to Church Radio Podcast Show. Well, I'm your host, Minister Church. I'm gonna get ready to sign out. But again, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, that like button, that bell button, that share button. I'm out. Peace. Church Radio.